Hello there. Um, I want to show you how to factor a quadratic equation when it's equal to 0. So it would be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. That's the form, and we can use the TRS-80 to do this. Now, normally you can do this by grouping, but when A times C equals something that whose factors don't equal B when they're added, then you have to use the quadratic equation because there's no other way to figure it out. But we can also use the quadratic equation when A times C has factors that do equal B. We might not want to use grouping. We might want to use the quadratic equation. So we're going to do that right now. And I'm going to do this as fast as I can. Print what is A, input A, print what is B, input B, and finally print what print, put the quotation marks in, is C, and let's run this. Okay, let's run this. So what is A? We're going to say A is 2. What is B? B is 5. What is C? C is 3. So it puts the question mark down here, but you can use line input to fix that, but you have to put your own quotation mark. I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to hurry through this. I only have a few minutes, and I've done this before, but I want to do it again for other people that might not have seen it. So it's relatively simple. I just need to check the TRS-80 manual in the back. It gives quadratic formula. I have to use what they give here. It's the same thing, it's just looks different. So first we have to set what's under the radicand, which is b squared minus 4ac. So we have to do that separately. So we're going to say z equals b squared minus 4 times, how do they have it, minus 4 times A times C. That's how they have it. Because you can't, for instance, I can't, if I put quotation mark, if I put a bracket there, I don't think the computer distributes it. I could be wrong. They have it like this, which is going to equal the same thing. So under the radicand, it's b squared minus 4 times A times C. And I'm just going to get my chart out here so I can follow myself along here. Now, I just stumbled upon this, having to use the quadratic formula, which I haven't used in years, probably since I made that video, because I'm coming up on a test. I have to take the Praxis Core math test, and it's pretty tough. And this was in there, they threw that in there. They keep changing the format. Like, I studied it once in one format and took the pre-test, then they changed it. I studied it in that format, got ready to take the pre-test, then they changed it again. And it's really horrible. I don't know why they keep changing things around. I don't know. But anyways, they threw this in there, and instead of putting pertinent stuff in there, they seem to put all kinds of crap in there that is in the weeds. They teach you to study. They study one thing, and they test you on things that you never studied. And I hate, that's the worst teacher right there, is the teacher that does that to you. And now ETS is doing that because they merged with study.com, and I don't know. I don't know what to expect on this test. I mean, hopefully it's just the study.com and not I don't know. It's hard to get a straight test right now. When they merger, they screw things up, and now it's all about statistics. And I hate statistics. I never took a statistics class, and I'm like trying to push through all this statistics bull crap that is really useless, just waste of time kind of stuff. And so they've changed it. They call it progress, but I don't think it's really progress. I think it's just BS. But anyways, so we have to define Z first. And then let's see what else they do after that. I'm literally looking in the back of the book under formulas in hand. I think that's what it's called, formulas in hand. A formula in hand is worth 2 in the book, and they have every formula you can think of. So the computer is pretty powerful, like I've said in the past. It's a powerful machine, but so we need to find it's almost done actually. We're just gonna print x1 and then print x2. So x1 is gonna be the opposite of b plus the square root, and you just put SQR z divided by 2a, and that should do it. And opposite of b plus square root z divided by 2a, 2 times a. I gotta put that times in there. Now I did it before with parentheses, and it distributed it out. So I'm beginning to wonder about this here. Let me try something. Let's say print 4 3 here. No, and it doesn't times it out. You have to put a times in there. There's several ways to write times. You can do it this way. You can put a times in there. There's all different ways, but the computer won't recognize that. You have to put, I know I've done it before and it's distributed it out. I could swear upon it, but I know it did, and there we get the 12. I know it did, I just can't remember. Let's see, print, let's try something else. I don't remember the example, but Here we go again. I hate this edit feature because I can't move my cursor up and just correct. I got to write everything over again, and it's just horrible. Now this if this distributes, it should be 12. It should say 12 minus 6. And it does. It's 6. Well, 4 minus 2 is 2. So it really didn't. It looks like it did, but it didn't. You know what I mean? I think it's doing this math first, parentheses. So I think it does follow the PEMDAS order, but it doesn't really distribute. But anyways, I think that was it. It follows PEMDAS. It'll do this first, parentheses, and then exponents, and then multiplication, division. So it does follow PEMDAS. That's what it was. But it won't distribute unless you put the multiplication signs in there. So we're almost done here. Print the opposite of b. Now minus the square root, because we need, this is x2 of z divided by 2 times a. So let's run this, and I'll do something that I know the answer to. So if a is 2, and I just did this morning by hand, and both x's, x1 and x2, both come up to -1. So we should have 2 -1s here. And that's nowhere near close. Those I don't know what these numbers are here. I gotta figure out where I went wrong here. No, that's not right. They should both be -1. And I know because I did it out by hand myself. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Let's see what's going wrong here. I don't know. B squared minus 4 times A times C guys, I really don't know. This is frustrating. I don't know where it's getting these numbers from, but that's not right. And pretty disappointed here. I don't know why it's doing this here. Let me check the back of that book again. See if there's something I missed. Alright, I need some parentheses. Okay, that might be what's doing it. They have parentheses around all of this, so I'm going to try that. I think that's what's messing it up. I hope. This is how they have it. They have parentheses. I can hardly see this. I have to wear glasses now. I never wore glasses before, but I had to buy a pair of reading glasses because my eyes are getting... I do so much textbook reading that my eyes, like, when I'm in a low light situation, I have to wear glasses, or I can't see fine print. So let's see here. So I had to buy that pair of reader glasses off the shelf from a drugstore, and they weren't that cheap either. We're a little closer. It should be -1 and -1. So now we have negative almost 1 and negative a little bit over 1. And it's still not right. Maybe I'm making a mistake. I'm looking at what I did this morning. Let's see. I have, yeah, I did make a mistake. I see it. And that's what happens when you do this math first thing in the morning. I made a mistake on x1, so I'm going to fix that right now by hand. And get a different answer than what I had. So I thought that was kind of funny that they were both -1, but I didn't think much about it. So now I have for x1, have x1 equals negative 3/2, which is also 1.5. So x1 should be 1.5. Let's run that again. 2, 5, 3. So there's the 1.5. Okay, so that is right. I don't know why it's putting it on x2. I didn't use the quadratic equation when I did this. I did this by the grouping method, which is a lot faster. The only time I use the quadratic equation is when, like I said, A times C has factors that don't equal B. Then that's when you have to use it, because it's usually like a decimal answer for x1 and x2. So x1 is 1.5 and x2 is -1. And I know it's -1 because the shared factor is x plus 1. So we're going to run this one more time. And I've noticed in the past this computer does this, and I don't know why. So if we rounded this up, it would be -1. But it's missing like a millionth part down here. And I think that's just the hardware. And this happened in the past, and it's something to do with the computer. It loses a little bit. I don't know why. So I'm gonna say, I know there's a command, and someone will have to help me with this. Hopefully Curtis watches this, because he's one of the most knowledgeable people on this computer. Maybe you can give me the command that will round the number up for you. I know that there's such a command. I don't know what it is, so shoot me an email and let me know what that command is. And in the meantime, thank you for watching, and take care. And I haven't been programming in a while. I did my branding label, and I didn't get a lot of views. I don't know why. I thought there would be more interest. I have to add music to it. I haven't been working on Tales of Suburbia, but I'm going to have to get back to it to get it finished. And the other thing is, I know, Curtis, you showed interest in my games and stuff, but I wrote to you and I never heard back. I don't know how to upload to your site, so I need instructions. I want to give you Ghost Saga. So I'm not sure if you just got busy or whatever, but let me know how to get that to you. And it'll be going up to the archive too. I just haven't had time, but I will be doing these things, guys, so just be patient. And I want to save this because, I spent a little time writing it, so why not save it? I think I've saved it before. But I'm gonna save it again in just to be sure. So I'm gonna do a C save. I'm just gonna call it quad version 1. Very short program. Only a few lines. Um, I'm listing it out right now. I'll include this in the code if anybody wants to play with this. It works. It just loses a little bit sometimes. Um, Way down in like the millions place, and I don't, like I said, I need an answer um, to round that up. Um, you know, there should be a command. I just don't know what it is, guys. So send me feedback. I haven't heard from anybody in a while. And I guess that's it for right now. I'll be posting follow-up videos over the weekend, maybe tomorrow. Try to get back to Tales of Suburbia, put some music in my branding label, and try to get this Ghost Saga off the ground, either on the archive and with Curtis or both. Whoever gets back to me first. The archive I have to do on my own, but it'll take longer, and then I'll post a follow-up video to let you guys know you can get it, and I want you to play it. It's mostly working. It works. It works. But it's not complete. You can still play it, have fun with it, and I'd like if you guys make a video of you playing it, so I can see, you guys playing it. Maybe on a game on challenge, either on the show or separately. Either way. But I definitely want to see you guys playing it. That would be cool. Because if you just download it and I don't know about it, I don't know if you're enjoying it or I won't have a way of knowing that it's been downloaded. And that's the only drawback of not having my own website, where it would keep like a running total of how many downloads, how many times it was loaded. I have no idea. Because if it's on a third-party site, I don't know if it's being downloaded or if it's just sitting there. So, all right, we're gone long enough. Take it easy, and I'll see you later. Bye.